bright today. Joy coming my way. In my right mind, gonna praise all the time.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. And once again, welcome to another podcast of A Brighter Day. Tonight, I want to speak about success and pride. Ooh, that is an interesting one, ladies and gentlemen. And I want to share with you, I want to start out with a text. Now, remember, everyone who watches these podcasts may not be a Christian. But the principles that I will share are those that all people can embrace. All right. So I will start out with a text from the Bible for context, and then we will move forward to talk about principles that we all should espouse. So Proverbs 16:18 talks about pride going before a fall. Now, one of the things I have learned in my short life is that humility is paramount. Don't go around bragging about me. Extol the virtues of others. And I will be doing actually a podcast on leadership because I've been blessed to lead many teams in my career. And one of the fundamental tenets is, not only humility, but to extol the virtues of others, lift others up. It's not always about how great I am. We'll talk about that later. So, I shared also that I'm going to be transparent because it's about learning together. So here's one for you. I used to always say I'm great. Now, why did I say that? That wasn't said in a vacuum. When I was younger, had somewhat of a tumultuous childhood, as I've shared with you. I won't go into that. But as a rebuttal to that rebuke of people telling me what I couldn't do, I started telling myself I'm great. And so I got from a GED to advanced degrees in computer science and mathematics. Well, the problem is I wasn't great on my own. How does that work? I wasn't great on my own. Because I'm a Christian, then I know that Jehovah reigns. And the beautiful thing about it is I was married to a woman who started to track my blind spot of pride. Ladies and gentlemen, I had some successes on the work and on the job, should I say, and I was riding high. And my wife said, you're struggling with pride. And ladies and gentlemen, I had to listen because she wasn't saying it for her benefit. And again, God puts these people in our lives so that they can track blind spots. So after some discussions, I moved from I'm great to God is great. See? And what I have to realize is I was saying that around my children. And so they were absorbing that. And I didn't want them walking around thinking they're great. God is great. And God works through us, to be successful. So even if you're not a Christian, you have to agree that you didn't make it on your own either. You stand on the shoulders of giants. And so you didn't make it on your own. I didn't make it on my own. There were many people who sowed into my life. I can remember I shared this testimony. There was a woman who paid for me to get to college on a bus. That was way back. I won't mention the year, but it was a while ago. She paid for me to get to college on a bus, a Trailways bus. That ought to tell you how long it was ago. And because she did that, my life movement began. So you and I stand on the shoulders of giants, and how dare we say that we're great without acknowledging Jehovah, or if you're not a Christian, at least acknowledging those who came before you that provided a foundation for you to stand on. So out of this talk, what I would like you to do is thank those whose shoulders you stand. Your greatness is because of their shoulders and their commitment to you. and to me. Praise the Lord. So listen, remember, no matter what the day holds, no matter what challenges you've had to face, you can always make it a brighter day. We'll see you next time, next Wednesday, 11:59 p.m. God bless.
It's gonna be a bright day. Joy coming my way. I can tell.